This is some reporting from Juno News, my colleague Kian Bexty. Thomas Keeper, who was the Liberal candidate for Calgary Confederation, he has also stepped down and is no longer running after an explosive Juno News investigation where Kian exposed all kinds of insane allegations, like just totally disturbing things about this individual and his personal life. Juno News broke the news, exposed him, and within about, I would say about 48 hours later, he was no longer the candidate. So I think that's three candidates that have been removed. Interestingly, for both the Liberals, it took a couple of days for them to eventually do the right thing, whereas the Conservatives, to their credit, cut ties with this candidate almost immediately. What do you think? I mean, to me, I thought that we had kind of moved away from cancel culture and that it wasn't going to be the main story of this election. And yet, every single topic that we've discussed on the show so far today, Mario, has been about cancel culture. So, do you think this is just sort of accountability in the modern age, and we're never going to get away from it, or is this sort of like an example of cancel culture run amok?
I think there is hypersensitivity in some regards, and in others there aren't. So, if we look at Paul Chiang, he was doing it looked to be some sort of oppressor. It looked very official. It doesn't look like he's on a comedy stage telling jokes to people. His scenario is not a hypothetical. It is real. Like this bounty exists. We're gonna basically you could turn this person in, ha 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 ha. But seriously, there's a reward for him. You could turn him in. And it's kind of like, wait a second, that's not very funny. Yet the conservatives, as you said, I didn't know he was on a comedy like podcast, and he had made that joke, as distasteful as it is, as I personally don't like it myself, within the hour. And that to me just shows the differences in leadership.